Hello guys, and welcome back to our mod spotlight, and today we're checking out Smart Foundations by Algalish, an excellent mod that allows us to smartly place a variety of items, not just foundations, but walls, fences, conveyor pole supports and a whole lot more, which means we can place a huge amount of items in just a few clicks, saving us all time from that mundane clicking. Now, before we get started, the most important thing to know is that because it's a C++ mod, it has been updated for the experimental build, meaning that it is currently not functional in early access. So if you're not playing with the experimental branch, you'll have to wait until experimental comes to early access. But believe me, it will be worth it. Now, if you want to know how to install mods to both Steam and Epic, I'll place a link to my video on it in the top right hand corner. But with that said, let's jump into it. Now, once the mod is installed, we can select an item such as the foundation, which we will be using for this example, and then by holding left shift, we can use the mouse wheel to further extend the foundations outwards, and should you wish to extend the width of the foundations, you can then hold down the Alt key and use the mouse wheel. Now, this will allow you to place down all foundations for your mega factory in a single click, and like I mentioned, this works for a variety of other stuff too. Now, I'd also like to mention that if you're uncomfortable using the mouse wheel to cycle through, you can actually use the arrow keys once you've got the shift or alt key held down to give you a little more control. And unlike a lot of mods, we do not need to activate it in the MAM or the hub. It just works from the get-go, which I feel really works well with this mod as it's a game mechanic rather than a gameplay addition. Now, you can also play with the vertical offset by holding down U and using the mouse wheel, and if you want to lift the whole selection into the air or lower it, you can do the same by holding down the E key and scrolling through. Following this, you can also hold down the T key, which will give you a horizontal offset, allowing you to produce stairs or diagonal walkways with ease. And if that wasn't enough, if you start working on a project and you're not sure if it's in the correct position, you can press H in order to lock the current selection so that you can check the positioning, and if the positioning is correct and you're happy, press H again to unlock. Now, for all the smart items currently in game, do check the mod description. And I should mention he is currently working on a new mod that will allow you to place splitters and mergers in a smart fashion, allowing you to automatically connect conveyors between them. And with any luck, that will be out by the end of the month, so do keep your eyes out for this, as it's going to make your manifold lines a lot quicker to place. Anyway guys, I do highly recommend checking out this mod, especially if you're doing a lot of building. Between what it does and how easy it is to use, it's definitely worth it. And maybe when experimental gets merged with early access, you'll see me using it in our regular modded stream on a Tuesday. However, we are going to have to leave it there. If you did find this spotlight helpful, be sure to let me know by dropping a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of my content, both live streams and more satisfactory news and guides, be sure to join me on Twitch or subscribe to me on here. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching, and also special thanks goes to my Patreons who allow me to do this, notably our Solar Eclipse Patreons, The Calamity, Tommy Ostgard and Bo Papa, as well as our Lunar Eclipse Patreon, Matt Lippard, and today's Blood Moon Patreon, Jimmy Rogers. Anyway, until next time, as always, ciao for now.